different. I mean, I kind of I've done squash my whole. You know how it is. Like it's not like as exciting as that is for me anymore. It's just a different. I still like it. So it's different.
Match between Randy Lynn and Andres Vargas against the team of Robbie Burns and Jordan Greenberg. Burns and Greenberg to serve love all.
All right, welcome to St. Louis for the Racquet Club Open. This is the opening round match. I'm Ned Marks, and I have here with me one of the tour's top pros, Monica Thor.
Hey Ned, what's going on?
Not much. Excited to be here. How about you?
Excited to be here. It's going to be a good game with 2 Trinity alumni and 2 Bates alumni, actually.
Oh,
so.
That's right. That's right. We got a bunch of your fellow alumni here this weekend. One of them is my partner, Johan Detter. The Trinity alumni make up a huge portion of the tour.
The lanky Swede.
Yeah, makes it easier on me.
They've started off at a pretty fast pace over here.
Yeah. Nice let there. People feeling each other out in the court. Have you gotten a chance to play on this court before, Monik? Oh yeah? I hear many good things.
It's a great event. Mike and his committee run a good event, and the boys are very excited to play their pro-ams and stuff, so it's always fun coming out here.
1 all left.
Yeah, all the pros always come back and tell me about how much fun they have. It's a pretty decently sized event this year. It's $30,000, and pretty much all the top teams, except for Mudge and Gould, are in attendance.
Right. Good movement there by Randy.
Yes, left.
You see a bunch of hard hitting to start off, as you might imagine from someone like Randy and Robbie Burns, who are known for their hard
that's a
hitting.
nice shot.
Great reverse by Robbie to start.
It's probably one of his favorite shots. He hits it well.
Randy likes that one too. It'd be really interesting to see the battle down the left-hand wall there. See if guys want to go straight more, or if they're really trying to work the angles.
Another good angle there by Randy, opening up the court. That's a friendly let call.
Very nice let call there.
All left.
Beautiful shot down the left side.
It's another nice shot by Jordan.
Yeah. Vargas left it a little short, and that ball is easily put away. Who do you like in this match? I know who you're going to say.
Definitely have my favorite, but I think it's gonna be a pretty interesting match. I think if
4-2 left.
If both teams can keep the errors down and try and make the match as long as possible, I think it'll be pretty interesting to see what happens there.
Yeah, you know, it's a battle of experience against some relative newcomers on the tour. Randy and Andres have played together for a long time. They know each other's game pretty well. And I'm not sure how many tournaments Jordan and Robbie have played together, but I think it's probably not too many.
This is their first season on the tour, so it's nice to see some fresh faces. But
yeah, definitely.
But Jordan being the assistant at the university club, and Bobby with Ivan, my doubles partner, at the Country Cup of New Canaan, they both played a fair amount of the game.
That's right, and you would know better than I, but I believe neither Randy nor Andres, maybe just Randy, is not working in squash anymore.
Correct. Andres is with US Squash.
Right. Yeah. Do you think that makes a big difference to be out of the game, not doing it full time?
Guys still hitting the ball pretty hard, but it's not
really hard
creating
shot.
much
Great shot by Andres.
5 5-4 right.
Right on the racket there for Andres, and he puts it right away.
Pretty evenly matched right now.
Thanks, sir.
On the middle. Oh, that's a great through all there by Bobby.
So we've seen a couple errors and we've seen a couple
5 all
winners
left.
from each team so far. Pretty even game. I think this first game is going to go a long way to determining who wins this match.
A little wild there by Randy. Andres can generate a lot of pace, considering his size.
Yeah, everyone on this court seems to be able to. None of these guys really blow you away with their size, but they definitely have power. That's a great shot right at his feet.
6-5.
I'd love to see the red team creating a little more movement and slowing the pace down with the height and stuff. I think they're trying to go through Randy and Andres way too much.
Yep, and I think those guys know how to deal with that pretty well.
Exactly, both of them have
And
good
out
enough
6
rackets
all.
to deal with the pace. I
Yep.
think they've really got to change up the angles and mix up the pace a bit.
Yep, that's right. That's one of the things you see a lot on the tour now is a lot of these new guys, they think you just have to hit with pace. And there's really so much more to it than that. Everyone's used to pace.
Another friendly let there.
Yep, very nice. You know, you often see after these tournaments, players coming back with a lot of black and blue marks.
The tour is very good with tweeting about it. So if you want to take
That's right.
Take a look. Make sure you follow SDA Pro Tour on Twitter.
That's right. I've gotten a few myself. I know it's pretty much a rite of passage for any player on tour to really be hit somewhere where it does not feel good, and you'll see a huge bruise. That ball was out.
6-7.
Putting a little more height under these shots.
That's a nice shot there by Andres.
Oh, what a slam. Right into
That's
the
well
neck.
set up right there.
Yeah,
Pull
very
Bobby
nice.
all the way up to the
And that
front
is it.
and then open up the court in the back with a quick angle. Splitting both Bobby and Jordan.
This point here is going to be very important. Either it's 9-6, back to 7-8. Oh, it's a great shot.
Randy resetting the point. It's nice through all, creating some movement.
Oh, these guys showing great racket skill. Oh, nice pickup.
Open up the reverse for Andres on that one.
Oh, Jordan setting it up for
Nice
Andres. Trinity team is in control.
Great point here.
Both teams definitely know the value of this point. Randy really trying to slam it, and Robbie just doing everything he can to block it back.
Ooh, that's a nice one.
Oh, great shot and get.
Randy's one of the few guys on tour to get that ball back.
Oh, he's as fast as they come.
Ooh, good angle there.
Oh, great shot down the middle. Kept Jordan off his toes, on his heels. He
9-6
ultimately
left.
couldn't get it. So the green team's opened up a little bit of a cushion here.
This game has got so much behind you when you have the momentum working for you. You know, you really got to find a way to
You can
stop
really.
your opponents when they've got a little bit of a run going. Otherwise, they can just steal the game away from you.
That's right. You can really run off a couple points in a row pretty easily if you don't pay attention. As you can see right here, it was 6-all now
11-6.
to 11-6.
I think Bobby got distracted by his shoes. Randy trying to urge his partner on to hit the ball a little earlier.
That ball's out of court.
12-6 right.
They're kind of putting a lot of pressure there on Bobby, and that error showing because he was not ready for the ball, and just constantly getting twisted and turned and forced the reaction out of him.
Yeah, it really looks like both Randy and Andres are really comfortable.
Nice now.
Yes. Yes, sir.
No, that's a let ball.
12-6.
Nice shot there by Randy.
Oh, great shot by Randy.
13-6 left.
That's a good shot there by Bobby.
Beautiful. Feathering that ball into the neck.
He's looking pretty
13-7.
comfortable at times on the left.
Bobby is. Yeah, he's probably the more dangerous of the two. Oh, this is a great point. Great shot by Bobby going straight. No one saw that coming.
Handout 8-13.
Jordan serving on the right to Randy. 8-13. Ooh, that looked
was
a little
questionable.
dicey to me there. You can tell that the green team is really working Bobby on the left, creating as much movement as they can. That's a great shot.
Randy just makes great shots look pretty average because of how fast he gets to them.
It's good pace there by Andres.
Questionable shot, called good.
9-13 left.
Red team looks to be mounting a little bit of a comeback. They
Caught
have
the
a long
Malaysian.
way to go still.
Caught the Malaysian from Penang napping on that one.
Yes, left. 9-13.
It's a good smart shot
Great
there.
shot, great get.
Good hands by Bobby.
Ball looked close to being down. Great shot by Vargas. Jordan very sportsmanly calling that ball down.
9-14 right, game
And
ball.
now that brings us to game ball at 9-14. This game is probably over. The red team can still win back some momentum by getting some good shots and making the green team work for it here. Which can go a long way in the next game. Oh, that is a great shot.
Spinning towards the back. Closing out the game for Randy and Andres. 15-9. What are your thoughts, Ned? What would you be telling Bobby and Jordan in between games right now?
Well, my first thoughts are that Randy and Andres look solid, and they look like they know what they're doing, they know what each other's going to do, and they're keeping the other team off balance. And I'd say to Bobby and Jordan that they need to keep the ball a little bit deeper with some shots that are flying across the middle a little bit more, whether it be whirly birds or cross-court reverses. I think they just need to make the other team have a little bit more patience before they attack, because they're giving them too many openings.
Right.
But I'm no expert.
No, I think you nailed it right on the head there. I would love to see the red team creating a little more openings by moving Randy and Andres around the court. Like I said initially, there's just too much bashing when they have openings. They really got to use the angles and the height of the court a bit.
Yeah, completely agree. Completely agree. So this is a very exciting week in the squash world. We have the St. Louis Open here, the Racquet Club Open, which is a $30,000 doubles event. We have the beginning of the Tournament of Champions, which is in New York.
That's true.
Which is my favorite event.
It is a great event.
Both for the pros and for the spectators. To have a great event in Grand Central is amazing. There's a spectator event that goes alongside with it, the Grand, which a lot of amateurs play. And there's the women's event as well this year.
The TOC, that's correct. Yeah, they've
So-
attracted some of the top players for that one as well.
Yeah, they always seem to. That's been a couple of years in a row now, maybe 2 or 3, and it just seems to be growing. Everyone loves it, and this is a great time to be playing. Game 2 has started. Let's see
Oh,
if
Bobby just laying that wall down so well.
we thought he had it, but it's just so hard. I keep feeling like I repeat myself. Randy just gets everything. Ooh, Jordan
Unfortunate error there by Jordan.
taking his eye off the ball a little bit.
One love.
One other thing I would say is I think it's a mistake to go short on Randy because he's just too fast. Has such good hands. If anyone should go short, it should be Jordan hitting reverses, I think.
Good luck call there by Randy, keeping
One
it safe.
love.
Yeah, back to your point. They're not exposing. Oh, lucky little framer there.
What do you think of that shot?
1-all.
Jordan may have been working on that.
Good length there by Randy.
So you were contemporaries at Trinity with both these guys. Oh, that's beautiful.
Good shot.
But I'm sure your experience with them is more singles based than doubles.
Correct.
You know, what would you say are the ways that people can expose their weaknesses if they have any?
It's a tough loaded question. I have to be careful what I say because when they watch the replay, they might come after me.
They're not going to like you too much. They might not like me because I was the one that asked the question.
No, I think the beauty about Trinity was that when we played, we'd play challenge matches every week or every 2 weeks, and anyone could beat anyone on their day, everyone had their certain weaknesses, but like I said, we were all so close in terms of level that anything could have happened on the day.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Monik is a 4-time national champion playing for the Trinity Bantams. He played number 3 most of the time on the team with Randy and Andres.
That's correct.
So, a great squash hierarchy we have here.
4-2 right.
Thanks to my teammates a lot of the time.
What was it like to play on that team? The teams that were always competing
5-2 left.
every match to keep the streak alive and to keep the national championship streak alive as well.
If I had to sum it up in one word, I would just say it was super exciting. I mean, every season we had new challenges from different teams. We had challenges amongst us as teammates, and we always managed to find a way to come together and find a way to win. Luckily, I mean, there are a couple of times where I can remember off the top of my head, my partner's brother almost pulled out a miracle match in 2006, which was till date my favorite sporting event that I've been a part of. I mean,
Yes, left. 5-2
A
left.
lot of
incredible
people,
to
a lot of
watch.
people remember that match. The one that Monic's referencing is three-time national collegiate champion Yasser Al-Halabi. He's up 2-0 on Gustav Detter of Trinity at 4-all, and Gustav came back to win in 5 games, and it was shocking because Gustav was a freshman at the time.
Almost getting Jordan's head on that one.
This is not a sport for the meek.
Good angle there by Andres. They're really twisting them around well, which is good.
Stroke.
Yeah, I think they've come out with a renewed vigor, and they've tried a little something new. They're up 6-2 here, but this is entering really the crucial part of the game where
Nice
Andres and Randy are so good. I expect them to mount a comeback here.
Back to my point about the momentum, though, like the energy's in their favor, and Randy and Andres have to find a way to break it up.
It's very easy to lose focus in this game.
It's a good reverse, if you notice.
Ooh. Another nice let. You'll often see players hit balls like that. I think it might give them an advantage, but I especially think people that have grown up playing singles and are younger to the doubles tour are much more generous about actually taking lets and not hitting their opponents.
Oh, that's a good drop.
Nice shot by Jordan.
7-2 left.
If you notice, the green team's really playing the ball from all 4 corners of the court now versus just from the service line.
Yeah, that's something that Jordan and Randy have definitely improved on since the first game. What is that, a let?
Yes, left.
All 3 refs calling a let there.
7-2.
Jordan and Bobby really controlling the red line on the court, which is such a crucial part of the game.
And then Randy pulling out a beautiful boast.
Hand out 3-7.
No, it's just where the momentum switches and Team Green starts taking over.
You see, it's a long game. 7-2 becomes 7-4 very quickly.
Nice space there by Andres. Good angle by Bobby.
Ooh.
Another good let.
Yes, left. 4-7.
It's another one of those big points here. Expect it to go a long, hard-fought rally.
That's smart.
Oh, beautiful
Really
shot.
smart shot there by Bobby.
Oh, and just into the tin.
5-7.
Randy and Andres playing a lot of balls from the door.
Oh, and you never see
my
that.
God.
But Robbie's shoe just came off. I have never seen that.
Loop, swoop.
That actually
On a double
has
score.
that actually has happened to me a couple of times when I wear a fresh pair of socks.
Is that right?
It's pretty common when you wear a fresh pair of socks.
So now you know Monic's weakness. Get him new socks before every game.
6-7.
Bobby's just too quick for the shoes. You never know, you know.
They do call it the fastest moving ball in sports, so there's a lot of quickness involved. And that's a singles ball. I imagine a doubles ball goes a lot harder than that.
It does. They haven't found a way to track the speed of a doubles ball as yet.
Is that right? The singles ball has been measured at 170, 175 miles an hour. Oh, great shot by Randy.
Oh, nice one.
Oh, and this is just tied
7 all
up.
right.
So from 7-2 to 7-all in the middle of the game. The
Momentum
team,
right back with the green.
That's right. The red team lost focus. It is still tied.
Yes, sir.
Calls a lead.
7 all.
2
It's
to
a
1.
tough call.
Yeah, very close.
Andres still plays a bunch of singles for Colombia where he grew up. Plays on all the national teams, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah.
That he can still keep up his level of singles and play doubles as
8-7
well,
left.
Colombia.
and still have a day job.
That's right. Colombia has produced quite a few good players in the last few years. Their program has produced Miguel Angel Rodriguez, who is playing in the TOC this weekend, on another error from Jordan. And Andres, and one of my favorite alumni from Denison University, Javier Castilla. Probably the most decorated of the South American countries.
Definitely.
What the red team really needs now is just 1 point, one error out of Randy or Andres to get momentum at least back somewhat in their favor.
Resetting there by Bobby. It's a good shot.
Oof.
10-7 left.
A bit of panic seeming to set in for the red team. What do you do in this situation? You just try and get the ball back to basics?
Yeah, I mean, you want to try and obviously you want to try and change up whatever the strategy is. There's not much you can do about that.
No, there's nothing.
11-7.
The difference now is that initially Bobby and Jordan were really controlling the middle of the court, and Randy and Andres were moving around them. And now, if you notice, Randy and Andres have been controlling the middle of the court.
So the point is, the middle of the court is really the most important.
And then just a couple of bad errors from them like that. They've got to really dig deep and make sure that the points start getting a little longer.
Right. I think they came out of the game with a really smart strategy, which they got away from when they got up, and they kind of went back to being cautious, and then that really has backfired. I'd like to see them try and go back to that strategy.
Guys fighting for position on the red line right there. As it gets close, the speed of the ball gets harder and faster.
And you see balls going out and back like that.
9-12.
Second serve. Jordan just trying to mix things up a little bit. I like the idea of hitting serves that might go out, because you really don't lose anything if you do.
It's a good reverse.
Beautiful shot
Great
by
shot
Jordan.
there by Greeny.
Looked like a little bit of a miss hit, but he was definitely aiming for it. Now we're getting into the latter stages of the game here. Nerves are certainly going to be playing a huge part, especially for Randy and for Jordan and Robbie.
Nice reset shot there by Greeny. That's the error they were looking for.
Yeah, rare miss by Randy.
11-12, right.
I don't think he's hit an error all game.
Big point here for Team Red.
A little early on the reverse from Robbie, and that just set up the rest of the points so that Andres could put the ball away.
Confident shot there by the Colombian.
Yes, very confident. He knows what he's doing when he hits it. He doesn't always go for his shots, but he can certainly hit it when he wants to.
He almost had it, made it look easy.
That's right.
12-13, right.
Bates alumni putting up a tough fight here.
Oh, he gets it. A few loose shots in this rally.
Just that.
Oh, great get.
Randy urging his partner again to take advantage of the bad positioning from the Bates alumni right there. Oh, Bobby slotting it in.
Shot by Bobby, but Randy is just too fast for that.
Randy just covers the court all over. He's all over the place. Long rally here.
Oh, what a great rally.
Great point.
I'm not exactly sure what happened at the end.
I think all balls are good. It's just an error by Bobby towards the end. Wasn't expecting Jordan to call him off that ball. Or the other way around.
I don't think he was expecting his shot to even go in.
Game ball here in the second for Randy and Andres to go up 2-love.
Yeah, that'd be a commanding lead. They've shown that they're dominating the points. Oh, too early on that. So that's 2-love. 15-12, 15-9. But Robbie and Jordan showed some real improvement there. They just need to sustain it throughout the game.
They need to stick with the winning game plan. That's
right.
That's what you're always told as a kid when you're trying to play competitive sport. Is when you're winning, there's no need to change what you're doing.
That's right. That's right. You could definitely tell that they changed their game plan in the middle part when they were way up, and it was really their downfall. All right, we've got players back on court for game 3.
I think the members of the Racquet Club are looking for this game to go 4 games, if not 5.
Yeah, most fans of squash will always root for a game to go longer, just so they can see this kind of level of squash that they only see once a year. As we are out here in Missouri, where there's, and that's a stroke. Oh, it's a let call.
Randy had enough room there, as you can see in the replay.
Yeah, it was very close. Andre serving from the right box, again to start the game. Oh, beautiful shot.
He's been hitting that wall today. He's got the time.
Yeah, he's got it. Now, as we are out here in Missouri, and we don't often see squash here, do you think going to these more, I would say remote, but just in terms of the amount of squash that's played outside of the New York, Philadelphia, Boston region, you think fans tend to take to it a little bit more because it's more rare? If they only see it once a year?
Yes, left. 2 left.
Yeah, I'm sure they appreciate it and they're really enjoying it as they also have a women's pro event here. That a lot of the top women's pros come out at some point and play.
Yeah, they got some great pros out at this club. Mike Puertas running the program for a number of years now. A new pro out here who came from Connecticut from my old club, Adam Buse. So they're definitely looking to ramp up their programs here.
Both of them have played a pretty high level of squash.
Yep, and they'll be coming up next, or at least later on tonight. I'm sure they'll have a great home fan base.
Andre's getting a little greedy there.
Yeah, that's a
bad
really
choice,
tough
though.
shot.
2-all.
Oh,
Just making up for that error with that rail.
that is pure power.
Almost like he heard me.
3 right.
Oh man, Randy and Andres are keyed in right now.
Bobby hitting a little loose ball and
down
Randy
4-2.
making him pay for it with an unbelievable drop shot. Ball just dying in the nick.
Yeah, that drop shot, there's not a lot of room for error there because a high ball can easily be punished.
Good rail there by Bobby. Smart shot. That's
Randy doing the
perfect.
splits. As you can see, Bobby hitting it right in there.
4-3
A little
right.
side front there, just making the distance a little longer for Randy. They need to do a little more of that on both sides. They really need to be pushing them to the back corners and then exposing them in the front.
You know, it's certainly one of the first times. That's a beautiful, beautiful volley boast.
Not sure if you guys can see that at home, but that did not even come out. rolling out of the
Robbie
net.
just stopped in his tracks. Back up to 5-3. Ball just getting squeezed into the side.
3 right.
Randy calling his partner off that ball.
Ball's barely staying in. Intriguing shot choice there.
That's a little better from the red team. Moving the ball around, slowing it down, changing the pace.
Hand out 4-6.
Team's just confirming the score, 4-6. Ooh, that ball stays in. Great get. Another ball that just stays in.
You can tell that the court's playing pretty fast today.
Yeah, that's right. You can feel Jordan and Robbie really hanging on by the skin of their teeth on some of these points, but managing to win some of them. That ball there.
Yes, left. 4-6.
Jordan just only being able to hit a post, and Andres standing right there taking a let.
Oh, great short drop.
Little fun fact about Jordan is that he's been doing a couple of marathons off late.
Jordan is an avid marathon runner. He told me sometimes he runs 2 in one weekend. Have you ever run a marathon, Monik?
Never have, and I don't think I ever will.
I don't think I will either. We'll let Jordan do it for both of us. He really seems to like it. In fact, I heard that he ran home from his last marathon. Ball just barely missing the nick.
Trademark Randy Lim with that boast.
Yep, really very little risk in hitting that shot. Either it hits the nick or it bounces wildly.
Andres taking his space on that rail there. Good hands by Randy, just punching the ball to the back of the court.
Randy really is a joy to watch. He plays the game so differently the way he positions his body. Seems like he can hit the ball from anywhere, regardless of whether his feet are in position or not.
Going for that post again.
That ball just hitting low. But still the green team is comfortably ahead at 9-5 right now. We need to see something out of Jordan and Robbie here. Something that they haven't tried yet.
Good angle there by Andres.
Ooh, and a great
Robbie and Jordan right there.
Great ball to get it by Robbie, but Jordan wisely covering his partner.
Second serve.
Smart serve there by Randy, trying to open up the court right from the start of the point. Andres going for the side front there, but just missing it. Good hands.
Oh, what a shot.
What do you think about that get net?
Oh,
that's a
beautiful.
Top shot from Andres.
Yeah.
He really looks good out there today.
He does. He's
been taking his space really well, and
he's taking the openings that are given to him. 10-5 now in the third game. Beautiful short shot.
Bobby finding that reverse that he's been going for a couple of times. Even if it's not a winner, it really puts your opponent under a lot of work.
That's right.
Hand out 6-10.
Late surge here by the Bates alumni.
Little complacency maybe from Team Trinity, but maybe too early to say that. I've just seen a few errors from them this game that we hadn't seen before. I like that shot. Cross-court lob. Getting it to the back. Oh, and a beautiful boast.
Look at that, just catching
Look at
the
it.
nick and roll.
Doesn't
right
even
out.
bounce.
Even the quickest of guys on tour like Andres couldn't even get that.
Yes, left.
Good hands there by Jordan.
7-10.
Good vision to see around him. Oh, That's just, there's nothing you can do when that shot's hit
Incredible
against you.
shot by Andres.
You can't see that coming either.
7-11.
Oh, and then a mishit winner.
Randy using the entire racket.
Everything that you pay for.
12-7, sorry.
Things are just going that way for them today. But they've also played a brilliant game.
Good reset shot by Andres.
Showing a lot of trust there in their partner. A ball that's pretty low, but still coming around.
I'd love to see Bobby doing that a little more, you know, just mixing up his cross courts, coming at his body, early on his body, just keeping Andres guessing at all times.
Guess what?
Ultimately, the point ends in a let. Ooh.
Close call.
Yes, left.
They give him a let, and I think that's the right call. Jordan was definitely confused, but could have hit that in.
We're all friends here on the STA Tour.
That's right. That's right. There's a great sense of camaraderie. Oh, beautiful.
I think that was down.
13-7.
Oh, no, that was down.
That was down.
Beautiful, beautiful tin shot.
Look good.
Oh, nice
Lucky
high
again.
winner.
14-7. Left. Match ball.
As you can tell in that replay, the ball again just didn't come
Doesn't
out
come
at all.
out. If it hits the nick and doubles, it's very, very difficult to judge the bounce. Oh, Bobby hitting a great shot on game ball, but it's a long road back.
It's his favorite shot, and he's been up and down with it all match today. Done the ball from the door there.
Yes, left.
Oh, that was right.
Guys having a little laugh.
That was going
Members
right into
enjoying
Randy's
it.
back. Randy taking control in the middle of the court there. Oh, I think he could have gotten a stroke on that one.
Yeah, I think so. He played it.
Resetting. Oh, this makes it look so easy.
He does. Ultimately, that ball is called a stroke, and that is a game.
Randy Lem, Andres Vargas coming out with the win against Bobby Burns and Jordan Greenberg. 15-9, 15-12, 15-8.
It's a good match. Good way to start off the tournament. We'll be back in a few minutes with the next round match.
No laundry. We said some nice things about you.